Hey guys, I'm here to show you guys how to edit your photos and take the next step in your editing process for your content. Now, I use an app called Snapseed, and that's what I'm going to use for editing skill. And a lot of people in our community use this for editing their photos and taking the next step. And I'm going to show you guys what really works and what doesn't really work. So I'm going to share my screen off my phone. And I want you, sorry, battery low. And I want you to download Snapseed. Okay. And I'm going to go and choose a photo for you guys for me to edit. So once you've picked the photo, make sure you've taken a really good photo. And when you guys are going out for content, please take more than one photo so you guys have more than one photo to play around with. The reason why I say this is because you have more options. More options equals more photos to take content with, and you guys can choose different angles and everything like that. So when you're editing a photo, you go straight to tools, and I'm going to show you where to go first. So you go to tune image. Okay. I'm going to raise the brightness just a tad. I'm going to add the contrast. Okay. And the shadows, I'm going to lift the shadows. Okay. And then I'm going to add some warmth. Okay. And then I'm going to go to detail. Now, the reason why I go to detail is to really set the detail in the background and to bring it and make it pop. So I'm just raising the structure, and I'm going to go to sharpening and add it up as well. Now, what you'll notice now is the photo's kind of gotten a bit darker. So I'm going to go back to tune image, and I'm going to raise the brightness just a little bit. Okay, so that's a first step. Now, if you want a selective color, or do you want something to really pop, pick selective, and say, for example, I want the water to be a bit brighter. I'm going to raise a little bit of the water, and say, for example, I want the panel to be a bit more lighter. I'm going to add another one, and then I'm going to brighten that up. And say, for example, where the panels are, where the sunshades are, I'm going to add another brightness, and I'm going to darken that a bit. Okay, so I'm going to click, tick on that, and then I'm going to show you guys before and afters. Now, please make sure you guys don't use the saturation on your photos too much. Now, the reason why I ask is you guys are going to look too yellow, and we don't want to look them too, like it's not a good look. So either if you use a little bit of saturation, use it just a tad, but don't use it to the point where you literally look orange. So just a little bit. One sec. Okay. And for example, if you have like a little piece in your photo that you have something that you want to get rid of, you click heal, and say, for example, I want to get rid of. I'm going to zoom in, and I'm going to get rid of that. I'm going to get rid of that, but make sure when you are getting rid of the bits and pieces, it doesn't look too odd. And then press the click button, the OK button. Okay, and I've really been able to transform this photo, and I'm going to show you a before and after. The way you see a before and after is you click your hand on the photo, like you put your finger on the photo, you press it down, and then you take it off, and then you'll be able to see the after. Before, after. So it will show a lot more better on your phone, but that's just a little tutorial on how to really transform your photos. And you guys can do all kinds of different things. You can add text to it. You can add the black and white. You can add drama. You can add the tonal contrast. If you wanted to do that. Also, you could rotate the what's it called, or the photo, or you can add the exposure, you can up the exposure, whatever you guys want. This app actually does, and it's for free, so why not use and utilize all aspects of the business to the best of your ability. And you guys can play around with something called, wait, I can't remember what it's called. Give me a sec. It was called HDR landscape. So it just really gives you a thing. I personally don't use that, but you guys can if you want. Just gonna exit that. Okay. And then if you guys want to undo, you press that and you press undo. Okay, so before, after, it just gives you a little bit of an insight on how you can really transform your photos and really make them pop in your business. This does go hand in hand with taking really good photos, and I don't suggest, if you don't have a really good photo, to edit it. Make sure before you guys take a photo, you need to be able to take a really good photo from a different angle. So if you're you know, you're self-conscious about your chin, you don't hold the phone from this angle. Okay, I'm going to show you why. I'm going to start video. So I don't take photos from here. You just don't. Okay, you take photos from this angle if it's your good side. You take photos from this side if it's your good side. Front on, you know, sometimes our faces aren't symmetrical, but if you guys want to do that, you're more than welcome to. Whoops, sorry, dropped my phone. Okay, so it just gives you a little bit of an insight on how to take proper photos. Now, please make sure before you guys take a photo, also clean your lenses. Now, when you're using your phone, you need to clean front and back. Whether it be a selfie, whether it be, you know, outer, you know, the other side, flash, no flash, play around with it, get to know your phone. You know, you don't need a high-tech phone to take really good photos. You know, you don't need a high-tech camera to take really good photos. You can make do with whatever you want. Yeah, all right, you know, gadgets and everything whatnot really help with your business, but you make do with whatever you have. So that's my tutorial for today, and I hope to see you guys soon.